Hi, I'm Jennifer Gilbert, and I am on the Real Housewives of New York City. And I think you all saw the finale last night. So there was lots going on this season. Didn't get to see too much of me. I think that the drama sort of overtook the season, and not too much room for normal.
Were you expecting this when you're pitched to be on the show?
Was I expecting
all this drama, all this fighting?
I had a feeling there was going to be some drama. I did not expect all this fighting, and I actually don't even think that the production expected this much drama. I think the one thing I learned about this show is that it was real, and as much as you can plan for things, you can't plan. And I think, unfortunately for me, there wasn't a lot of room left for a lot of normal this year.
Did the show portray you as the way you are?
I think I was actually much more quiet on the show than I ever am in real life. But to walk into a situation with 7 other women yelling at each other and screaming to be heard, it was whoever sort of spoke the loudest and the nastiest got heard. And since in my life that's not me, I certainly was not going to do it on television. I mean, in my history of 20 years of planning huge events in New York City, never have I seen a full-out screaming brawl at an event that I've hosted, let alone planned. I mean, what they didn't have time to show on that episode was me actually begging the women to lower their voices because my 3 children were sleeping in the background. I hosted a cocktail party and they actually were sleeping.
What did your husband think about all this?
He was out of the office that day. He was out of the house that day.
Oh. Would you do it again?
I would do it again if there was a little bit more room to show me in my life. I think that because the season just sort of took off on this fight between Bethany and Jill, and people had to pick sides, and I didn't want to pick a side. I wanted to just sort of stay neutral and get to know the women. I would do it again if I could have a little bit more of a voice. But you know, it was hairy waters, and I was new, and I had to get integrated. So I think I'd have a little bit more of a foundation to move forward on. So I don't think I'd be so quiet next time.
This is real.
This is real. It was real. We never knew what was going to happen when they were shooting. We never knew what the topic was going to be. We never knew who was going to get into a fight. This was a big learning curve for me this season. So I think I would better be equipped to deal next year if I came back. I get asked all the time if I'm really an event planner, and my company is really Save the Date, and we really do events, and I've won awards. I've won Entrepreneur of the Year. I've actually been on CNN, followed around. So that is real. I actually do have events, and I actually really do have a business. I really do have 3 children, even though nobody sees them. It is real. They're not all friends in real life. People that have gotten into fights are really in fights and not speaking. Pretty much what you see is what you get. I mean, it's edited because you can't possibly have 5 months of filming into 12 episodes, but it pretty much shows somewhat personalities and what really happens. Maybe not exactly what comes before and after each comment, but it's pretty real.
Is this an idea of what it's like to live in New York City?
Oh my God, no. New York is so fabulous and sparkly and beautiful and full of amazing apartments and beautiful parties and great restaurants and great venues. And I hope that if I'm back to showcase a little bit more of how special New York really is, and it's not just the fighting. So thanks a lot. Have a great day.